Oh, the banh mi was delicious. I gobbled the entire thing up. I'm gonna need, like, a refresher in what was going on. All I know is we're trying to save Edgeworth from getting convicted of murder. Oh, right, we're at trial number, like, the day is day 3. Oh, what's up, Spectro? Yeah, this has been a very interesting case so far. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement, please. You're fighting a flu and you're losing? Oh no. Well, feel better soon, Spectro. That's a bummer to hear. I forgot how good the Ace Attorney music is. Oh, very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. Prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Monarch just got into Grand Finals. Winners of Grand Blue. Oh, playing Matera. Well, it is easier to lock in on a game if you're only playing that game for the weekend. I don't know how he does it. Matera sucks. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Ah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Oh, right, the sleepy guy. Yep. Witness, state your profession. That grosses me out. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. That's not a reason to withhold information, hello? Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Alright. Witness will state his name. Yes! Thank you, Judge. Well, I can't believe it's gonna be over in 3 minutes. That's crazy. I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? Memory. Honor. Witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Can't recall, you say? And we're about to trust his testimony? Is that... Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual, and I heard a bang. Yup. I looked out in the window. I saw a boat floating on the lake, and I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by the window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for the cross-examination. This guy is the fucking worst. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Of course I'm gonna cross-examine. The fuck? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Judge! Okay, it was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. So, you know, this statement actually, I feel like, is a little bit confusing. Because if it's after midnight, that means it's the 25th, unless if we have the timeline completely wrong. Just after midnight, you say? Yup, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. Then, when I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Because he was told to say things by Von Karma. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did, yup. Oh, hello, Dots. It's the characters messing up. But, okay. I still find it weird. I'm gonna like put a little, like a toothpick in it. And if it comes up later, I'm gonna be like, the date. You see, continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
I've been waiting for this.
It's going in the mental notebook. Yes, the mental Akihiko notebook. I really do miss the days of the Akihiko notebook. I wish I had one again. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. But that's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And I heard a bang. Yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? I really do not like that animation. From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good, continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup, at the time that is. Time? And I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by the window. Monarch and Grands for GBVS. Have they done Under Night top 8 at FF yet? Any knowers? I only know who got winner's side top 8. So I'm actually really curious to see who the loser's side is. Probably Red Blade and friends. But Ohito is there, and I'm wanting to see if Ohito's gonna take uni. Okay, a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right side, right outside the window of my little shack. Could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. But he was right there in front of me, I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Heard 2 gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. File on the DL6 incident. Photograph of a murder scene. Oh, I didn't remember this. That's Edgeworth's father, huh? Did things change from the boat? No, so this is a photograph of the DL6 incident, which basically Edgeworth's father, and one other person were all in an elevator together, and Edgeworth's father was killed. I think I need to press this. Yeah, because none of my evidence really deals with this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Oh, he's gonna roleplay the son. Dead certain, Keith. I said I can't believe he's dead. He said I can't believe he's dead. He was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Better act quick or this trial is gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing the man firing with his left? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingers after he fired. Are you ignoring the truth of the matter here? Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, then show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, what? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me? Maybe he did it? Edward was ambushed by surprise Toho and lost. Who cares about the camera? Huh? What? Larry?
Who cares about the camera?
What are you doing here? Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was... I was there, in the park, the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. Today I remembered. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! This is totally how courtrooms work, right? We have to just barge in and, like, interrupt everything. The judge already declared guilty. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night, I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something that has happened like this in my court. I'm not sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial's over. Nick! This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. Only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, there's another witness. It is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify now. Oh, maybe he didn't. Just kidding. Thanks, Larry. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this testimony from the new witness. Court is adjourned. Whew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. I'm sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Sorry to keep you on the Edgeworth of your seat. Yes, quite. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. Couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. Picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. That sucks. You really shouldn't have done that. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. Yeah, he grabbed the gun because he saw Larry. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Alright. Best boy Larry Butts? Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. And by that we apparently mean 25th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Oh, hey, Armin. I looked out over the lake, and I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Yes, we are Ace Attorneying, Armin. Your new favorite genre of game, visual novels. Someone named Butts? Yeah, his name's Larry Butts. He's actually kind of saving us right now, so we're standing. Where's old hag? Old bag? She... Harry Butts? That is what they call him, yeah. Old bag not here. Oh! Gigamats? Hi friends, how's it going? So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Single gunshot? That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. We all arrived on the same bus. I mean, butts. Oh! You were all on the same butts? Where is Joella? Joella? Wait a minute. What is this, Armin? What do you...
Oh my god!
Anyways. Oh! I mean, I haven't... If this is a recent Drag Race person, I definitely would not know them. Anyway, can we all spam the, what's her name? Sidgeween gun at Armin? He deserves it. Anyways, it is lovely to see you all. I am like, my throat is a mess today. I'm sorry I have to keep clearing it, you guys. Today might be an impromptu triple feature stream. BT dubs. I might actually insert a Nocturne segment after this. I'm kind of feeling it. She's getting rerun next. Oh, Sigeweena's? Interesting. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Nocturne Rivals? No. I haven't played Rivals in a while. I would like to play, but probably not on stream. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Nocturne unites? It won't be too late. Wait, is Galarian Rapidash out? Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick! Yes, I think. I keep bugging Grant to play Unite, but we haven't done it yet. I'm gonna get him soon, though. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Let's indict Larry. You know, alright. I was looking for something, and I found it. Nice. You've had 3 naps today and want to do something with your evening, maybe start a new game? What would you possibly do? Nocturne Talk reminds me I'm very nearly done with Metaphor. I think it's the closest thing to a fusion of SMT and Persona, specifically Nocturne, that we'll ever get. I really... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited that Nocturne is our next game after Cold Steel. Cold Steel's been good, though. I've been really liking my time with Cold Steel. Ultra Real Talk. Wait, Jam, wait, Jam. What about... Dun dun! Dynasty Warriors Origins is so fucking cool, you guys. It's so awesome. I'm still only an hour in, but I love it. I love it! I will get to it.
Kids are gonna love them. Everybody loves them.
But I feel like I'm hyper fixated on finishing Nocturne. Like, I've been making so much. Oh, it's okay, Dots. I'm currently in Chapter 4 on Cold Steel 3. The game is mega overloading me with dialogue, and it's fine. They're in Heimdall. We just got to Heimdall. I could play something on Switch, not my PC. Like Unicorn Overlord or Xenoblade 3. Oh, Unicorn Overlord is such a phenomenal game. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Looking for something. Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? You might get Unicorn Overlord for the Cali trip. Okay, cool. Speaking of your Cali trip, Jam, it is possible that 1 week after PingyCon concludes, I might just, like, hightail it out of here. That would be crazy. Yeah, some circumstances are possibly changing, Nano, and it could result in me moving back to the East Coast. Good way to end California. Yeah, I mean, I've been in Cali for 10 years, and, like, no Slashback. If I do end up moving, then yeah, I would say there's pretty much no way I'd be able to go to Slashback. Unless if I flew out specifically, which I could do. But yeah, there's a potential employment opportunity, where I would be making 1.5 times my current salary, so like, it's super worth it. But yeah, I feel like Slashback might actually be too close to, like, when everything's getting put together. So, I don't know. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant, let's just get it over with. I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Let's see, I figure I was out searching for about an hour. Guess it was around 12. Yeah. Not sure. Yeah, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? We'll use watches these days, Larry. Just as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat, because it was foggy. Isn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts! Whoa, whoa. Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. No problem. This is still the case against the prosecutor on the lake? Yeah. Because we skipped last weekend, since Grant was here, so... yeah. After I heard the single gunshot, I went home. Sorry, Larry. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. Grant is guilty? Well. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? No, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. A witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you get to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? Only heard 1 gunshot, aren't you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure. How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Order, order, and stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Butts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Fabble, sir. Wendy. I tried my best to do it. Yeah, that's the one. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright. We're gonna continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details about your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Listening to your radio in a high volume. What's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I really believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ. Announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing the charade. Okay, it's lonely being... Let's see. Alright, let's see what he says. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma, he has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason we should care. Of course we care. It tells us exactly when the gunshot was fired. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Ah. That means it was before 12:10 a.m. or 12:15 a.m. But wait. This shows an empty lake at 11:50. Wait, there's multiple things that contradict this. Uh-oh. It could, oh god. So which of the two pieces do I think it could be? So there's this lake photo of the gun being fired automatically on 12:25 at 12:15. Or I'm gonna say this.
Trust in the process.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's in the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Objection! Hey, what's up, Shinjo? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. So, okay. This is starting to unravel a bit. Why would Edgeworth have been on a boat past midnight? If he didn't do it, we don't have enough information. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Who cares about the camera?
Oh, is this why you guys were saying... Because I would have played this, like, on Christmas weekend if I didn't go visit my parents.
Oh, shit!
Alright, alright. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard it after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of the fact. Let's see what time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25. 15 minutes. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. So, that would be because the gun was fired 3 times. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. Oh, hey. Hi, Chief. Are you back from your, TJ birthday shenanigans? What? We are playing Yakuza? Wait, what? Yakuza's not multiplayer, though. Are you watching him play? Ah, okay. Just stopping in for a sec. Alright, well, stopping in. Look at him with those shark teeth, I know. Wait, which Yakuza is it, by the way? Because there's so many Yakuza games. You were reading a Twisted Wonderland story before I got here? Nice, Sheen. Was that enjoyable? I'm glad that so many people stopped by for our little Ace Attorney sesh. Great question. Oh dear. Oh dear. If it's a beat-em-up, it's Yakuza 0 through 6. If it's turn-based, then it's Like a Dragon or Infinite Wealth. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Yeah, I don't think this is the permanent prosecutor. I think he's a stand-in because the usual prosecutor is our defendant. Okay, so I'm thinking the gun fired 3 times.
Take that!
This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order! I guess that would make sense. Out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah, you waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the camera has to be the only thing, but here's the problem. That doesn't really... Oh... Yeah, I guess the only thing that made me gloss over that is that it says taken automatically.
Who cares about the camera?
Like, why was it automatic? That's like a weird thing to include in the description. Oh, I see. Because it automatically takes pictures when it hears the noise. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. Oh, hey Ranger. Epic 7 was cool. Last night was a funny little Epic 7 thing, and then I played a little, Nocturne in Discord last night, and I literally fell asleep in my chair for like 20 minutes, jolted back awake, and just left the call and went to bed. There must have been a corpse toboggan on the lake. I do miss a good corpse toboggan. Yeah, I jumped into Discord kind of late last night. I hung out with a couple of you guys. Ranger was there, Jam was there, Nyx was there, Malfagor was there, Tux was there for a bit. I don't know who was still there by the time because I literally was just asleep. We all knew you fell asleep. Was I snoring? I don't think I snore. Armin was not there. The stream just stopped. Yeah. I was literally in my chair just... That was at like 11:45, I think. Armin was asleep for 5 hours by then. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order, order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. Are we sure he didn't stop to engage in... I promise to stay up later during pain. Alright. That's good. I ate dinner after my nap day, and I'm debating ordering peanuts. I had a banh mi for lunch, and I'm feeling very satisfied. I will be good until the morning. Then I will have coffee, go on a run, and have a protein bar. Yep, banh mi was really good. Oh, I also bought mini strawberry cones from Trader Joe's. They're like this big, and they're just a little ice cream cone with like a little chocolate on the inside, and then strawberry ice cream and like a little tiny chocolate shell on top. They're so wonderful. Yeah! And they're like less than 100 calories too for each little one. So if I want to have one, I can do that and not feel totally guilty. This leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on the lake that night. Do they have Trader Joe's in the possible new area? Yes. Yes, we were talking about Kittle. She actually had a little episode today with like a little mini seizure, so we've been kind of watching her. Yeah. Yeah, she's an old girl, so, I mean, health problems are kind of to be expected at this point. Yeah. That's actually why I was a little bit late to start my stream today, just because I was making sure to watch her, and Kevin got back. It was a whole ordeal. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? The music. I have it! I have it! Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Hey, we're getting raided by Air Streamers. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Wow, so many first-time chatters. Can one of my mod buddies please shout out Air Streamers? I need to know what you guys were playing. You guys came in as there's a banger on Ace Attorney going on as well. Hi, everybody. Words on stream, amazing. Yes, welcome everyone. Yes, good use of the emote fables. It's great to see you guys. If this is your first time here, which I think it is for many of you, I am a variety streamer. You guys can call me Pangy or LPT or Paul.
Happy customer.
Thank you for the follow, Patsy Stone. You were playing a lot of things. Okay, what else? I mainly play JRPGs and visual novels, but sometimes we dip into, Mazzy, thank you for the follow as well. Sometimes we dip into action RPGs, sometimes we dip into, like, multiplayer games, community games, like, yeah. And Air Streamers, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate the support, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah! We've been streaming for quite a while, since like 2017, and I love it. It's the best hobby ever. So I try to stream as often as I can, which usually ends up being like 4 days a week. But yes, I hope that you guys had a great stream.
28 stab wounds.
Also curious, what brings you to the channel? How do you find me? He also gives us cool things like, yes, true. Yes. Many, many hearts to you as well. We are definitely an LGBT-friendly space. Of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Oops, that was Maya's voice. Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Ads are running? Ah, shoot. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, darn Twitch ads. Okay, and we're back! Well, that was brief, at least. Thank you for sticking around. I was just saying, though, what brought you to my corner of Twitch? You love the Phoenix Wright! Okay, perfect. I was hoping you would say that. What's with the fists up, like some kind of Danganronpa character pose? Oh, Argambate pose? Yeah, Phoenix. So, this is our second Ace Attorney game that we played. We did play the great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which I thought was really fantastic. So after we took about a year break, we ended up back with this game on our Saturday and Sunday night visual novel nights. And it's good to be back to a series that is consistent, just because looking for mystery visual novels, sometimes you are sorting through a lot of stuff that is less than stellar. And we definitely have had a few games that we played that it didn't end up being quite as good. Oh, we're two husbands who stream together, Chris and Elias. Oh, so cute! Oh, that's great! Well, I absolutely love that. Last weekend, actually, we did a stream here, like kind of like a one-off stream, where I was streaming alongside my boyfriend. So he came on and we were reading visual novel stuff together. It was great. He's also going to be joining us on visual novel nights, starting with our next visual novel, probably indefinitely. So there's that to look forward to. Some are totally trash. What are ones that you've played? I'm actually really curious now. Because, like, we tried Process of Elimination. That game was really not great. Inescapable was straight up garbage. I love the Danganronpa series, so we've been doing that. Well, that was years ago, but that one's a super high point for me. Zero Escape is amazing. We loved 13 Sentinels. We loved Buried Stars, right, Rosenlock? Ooh, we played Steins Gate. That one kind of makes my skin crawl. Process of Elimination started off pretty good but fell apart. I agree. I think it was good before we knew how bad it was going to be. Like, when there was still hope that the game was going to be fine.
At times like this, you just have to act yourself. WWID.
Oh my god, yes! Okay, 13 Sentinels, I would put it in, like, the holy trinity of visual novels, with, like, Zero Escape, Danganronpa, and 13 Sentinels. Those are the holy trinity of visual novels. Ace Attorney, not too far behind. And if you love the genre and you haven't played Buried Stars, get in there. Buried Stars is fucking amazing. The third is... So wait, what did I say? 13 Sentinels, Zero Escape, and Danganronpa. Danganronpa has 3 main games and 1 spin-off. Type the third. It's like... that one. Danganronpa. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, it's got... The mascot is like the half black, half white bear. It's like... Yeah, Danganronpa is really good for the mysteries. The characters are also very fun. The music is amazing. Yes, that is the mascot right there. That's Monaco. The game does pander into, like, the very anime side a little bit, sometimes distastefully, in my opinion, but, overall, like, I think Danganronpa was the second visual novel I ever played on stream, and I feel like I have constantly been chasing the feeling I had when I was playing it. Yeah, Danganronpa, for me, is my favorite visual novel series, like, hands down. I think, objectively, 13 Sentinels is probably the best visual novel, but Danganronpa's my favorite.
Another happy customer.
Oh, C. Markson, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, that was Buried Stars. Buried Stars is phenomenal. Gorgeous game, really, really cool, like, setting an atmosphere, good mystery along with it. The only thing about it is it doesn't have English voice acting. It's from a Korean studio, and all the characters are speaking Korean the whole time. So if you're, like, streaming it, it can be a lot on the vocal cords to read every little bit of dialogue because there's so much. You knew this was an interview? Oh, well, I am happy to answer any questions. Also, thank you for speaking up. P. McGrain. Welcome. I hope everyone's having a good night. What did you guys play other than Words on... What was it? Words on Twitch? Words with Friends? Something like that? Group Scrabble? Yeah, if you guys are curious about, like, the history of this channel, this is kind of a lot, but I'm just gonna throw it out there anyways. We have a spreadsheet that has logged every game I've ever streamed since 2017. It's mostly JRPGs and visual novels. And then I've also got, this is my upcoming games list, which has, it's overly ambitious as a point, so, like, I just always have resources to pull from. And choosing new games will always be easy because I'll just always have a list of things that I want to play. Funny enough, we haven't streamed any visual novels. We play a lot of games. Mostly we play a lot of 3D platforming games, Mario, Sonic, and such. We try to speedrun them. Okay, so I don't do platforming at all, like, as a genre. But I am very interested in the games. What are some good ones that you would recommend starting with? I was actually looking at Ori and the Blind Forest, and some of the Mega Man games that got brought to modern consoles. Those are ones that I was kind of thinking. Those guys are why I'm here. They often do all sorts of games. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that it's a streamer duo. It's fun too, just because I feel like this is something that me and my boyfriend have been talking about a lot, of, like, ways to get him involved with stream and, like, ways to elevate the channel and all that stuff, so. Today, we play what we call Community Night. We do a bunch of games with people that play with us. The winners end up winning prizes that we 3D print. Chris made 2 games from scratch that we also play. Wait, what? Trivia and Wheel of Fortune, but with, like, community factoids. I've wanted to do something like that forever, and I just haven't done it. Ori is amazing, but it's challenging. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get my booty. My booty's gonna get clapped. I would shy away from Mario Sunshine, it's too hard. Mario Odyssey is on my list just because I think it looks cool. But that one's not quite like a normal platformer. That one's like 3D adventure almost. We have 7 cats that we call the muskrats. 3D their faces to give out. What? Whoa! Air Streamers is also subscribing for the first time. That's so awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, well that's so cool. So, like, you guys, what you gave out, was that Prince of the Muskrats tonight? Or do you draw, like, on requests? How do you do that? Odyssey is a charming game. Trivia, sometimes we do Jackbox and Trivia Murder Party. I do love Trivia Murder Party, even though I don't know anything because I live under a rock. Yeah. Yeah, actually, usually we do throw in community nights on Saturdays, but we are not this Saturday because I missed a stream last Saturday, so we're kind of making up. Winners of each game get to put into a small raffle, and we ended up giving all the winners a choice of scrats. Cute! Well, Airstreamers, feel free, if you're comfortable, of course, no pressure. If you want to join our Discord, you can fill up my pets section with pictures of the muskrats, and I'm sure everybody would love to see it. Oh, okay, so wait. We have an Instagram. Let's look at the kitty cats. Let's take a look. Muskrat Nation. Instagram. Let's see. Oh, holy crap. You have so many... 125,000 followers. Aww. Kitties galore! One of them has an angry mustache. Okay, this is adorable. Aww. Well, this warms my heart. Super duper cute. Wowee. The Discord I linked just up there. Yeah, my roommate actually has a cat. No, no worries, no worries. So there is one cat currently in my household. Yeah, Jam also has a cat Instagram, a catstagram. Yours keeps trying to steal your dinner. Don't let her do that, or him. Don't let that kitty do that. Although if you're eating fish, it might be your fault. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Honor. My cat is like a dog. He tries to steal everything. Well, cats tend to be food mongers. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. I did it. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. I would kind of like this comic book-ish game. What platform is this on? So, this is originally a game that came out, got the Game Boy Advance in Japan, but the Nintendo DS, when it was localized and translated into English. This version of the game, though, is, it was ported to the Switch and the PS4. So you can get it digitally for pretty cheap. I think I picked this up for $9. Basted, thank you for the follow. Oh, it also would be available on Steam. The graphics are great, yeah, because, yes, I agree. They're from a very good era of gaming. And the music, too, like, this... It just all feels very Game Boy Advance era, and I love that. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. Yeah, they smooth them out with the HD version, so I think this is probably the best way to play it. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Ah, Famicom Detective. So, I did actually play Famicom Detective, the 2 ones that came out 4 years ago? I know they were like remakes of games from like 1988, 89. I enjoyed them. They were a bit dated in terms of gameplay for me. Like, some of the examining sequences were a little bit overly specific on where you needed to be clicking and like, talk to this person about this dialogue option and then say this and then go back to the first one and then leave and then come back. It was all like, bleh. Sometimes figuring out what to do next was a little frustrating. I've heard that Emio, the one that came out this past year, doesn't have some of those problems because it was actually an original story by their team. So it's not like a revived game that is 30 years old. It's a new story, and I'm actually very interested in trying that one. So I will stream it at some point. For our next visual novel, we are actually planning on playing Ghost Trick. But I know I still have Chapter 5 to do in this game, so I'm expecting that it probably won't be for a while. But yeah, I'm thinking sometime in March we'll probably be on the Ghost Trick, Brian. Gotta get to feeding the kitties. It's been a pleasure meeting. Yeah! Well, let me give you guys a follow, and I will absolutely come and say hi, okay? Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Is he gonna let me? Huh. That's weird. It's a doozy. That's what everyone says. I don't know.
Another happy customer.
P. McGreen, thanks for the follow. I'm thinking of how much it must like cost to feed 7 cats every day, and that makes my head spin a little bit. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? You know those air streamers? It seems like a fun channel. Yeah. My chat is being weird though. Like, I tried to click on their link and it's like it's not working. Oh, here we go. It works on my browser. I will give them a follow and see them the next time. Seven cats would be a doozy, but man, it would be your mom's dream come true, yeah. Cats are good. I will admit I am more of a dog person, but I love animals, so. Uh-oh. Yummy Ellie, who took out that gun? I'm gonna run to my kitchen really quick, my friends. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes.
I will roast you. The kitchen is closed. Dinner is served.
Shut up.
You shut up too.
Don't say that.
Yes, hello. Perhaps the video isn't live, huh? No, do not scatter. Oh, hi, Zephyr. Yep. How's it going? Happy Saturday. We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. But Larry heard a gunshot fit 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Oh no, you're good, McCurry. You finished the Choose Your Legends ballot for FEH and you went Khalil 3 times, May twice, and Dart twice? Oh, wait, we don't have Khalil in FEH, huh? I was playing FEH today. Well, playing. Mr. Wright! Are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Murderer and Hammond. You want a Finn alt? I love Finn. I just love Thracia. It was the murderer and Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Oh. Oh. Whoops! You're gonna watch a Dracula movie? Oh dear. Oh my goodness. So wait. It would have to be Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. Pang Tong, absolutely. I don't know because he never told us. The old boat guy? The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Wait, that's like... That is a leap. Lot of Heart looks like an alien. This game I believe was like very early 2000s, Big Green. Where's the boat guy? Okay. Yeah, very early GBA. October. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond, the caretaker of the boat shop. Yep. Remastered, so it's not quite as grainy. And Game Boy sprite looking. I think it looks really good though. Like, they did a great job with this. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake to shoot someone? May I suggest the real crime scene was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge. Around here, maybe? So wait, they don't penalize you for this. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it, returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Well, let me get my comic book. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was at around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat and became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Edgeworth. It was Miles Edgeworth. Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol? Yeah, good thinking. Oh, No, just kidding. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yeah, wouldn't the coat have had blood on it if he just shot a man wearing it? Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. Wouldn't that mean that he would have had to have known about Lotta Hart's camera? That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires the gun again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. See, to someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention to the boat. Yeah. Well, they sort of explained it right there, where they're like, oh, he just fired the gun so that people would look. Anybody nearby would look. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gore Lake. So this is a little strange, though, that Phoenix just, like, figured all this out without really walking the player through it. It's kind of like, okay. Through! Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before, the boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Does it look like UK or akin parliaments? This game has the origins that this game takes place in are very dubious. Clearly, it's supposed to be Japan, but when they translated it into English, they decided to make it the US for some reason. But nothing that happens here is US adjacent seeming, so it's a mess. But I think that's what people like about this. Everyone call it Japanifornia. What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Hey, Drinker, it's kind of sad that they change a lot of the gags and some dialogue between Japanese version and because of the localization. I just think it's... I only cringe when there's, like, parts in the dialogue where, like, I think there was one earlier where, Maya was like, let's go out, I'm starving. And they're like, what do you want to get? And she's like, hamburgers. Because this is America. It's like, okay, calm down. We get it. We get it. You clearly asked for something Japanese in the Japanese version. That's okay. Yeah, classic ramen. That's like in every Japanese game ever. There's always a ramen-obsessed character. Something important! I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Yeah, I understand them changing character names because they wanted to go about this, like, pun name route. So, it makes sense that they had to change some stuff. As a fan who grew up with only the version that has the Spanish language, it was a big surprise when I discovered the original version. Oh, I bet. Perhaps Japan's parliament does look like that. Maybe. Mostly for pun reasons. I do like the localization overall. I think it is really a wacky charm to it. Yeah, the wackiness definitely plays into this game's sense of humor, which is fine. What should I do? Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, Shinjo. Like, what was I gonna say? Kirin in the Tellius games, his JP name being Kevin, it's like, why did you change that? I don't think Fire Emblem has a character named Kevin. Like, what? Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. I understood. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Police assemble! Hey, Armin. Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? He was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique... Oh, that's not Maya. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Henry has a support with Olivia that was drastically changed for censor reasons. Oh, really? Wait, why? The infamous Saizo Baruka support? I don't know about that one either. Feel free to clue us in though, Shinjo. Oh dear, unique. Yes. By Larry Butts. Yeah, you know, Fates would be a really interesting game to stream. This is the part of the stream where I talk about how I wish I had a 3DS capture card. Or that they would bring the 3DS library to Switch 2. You know, they are probably saving that for Switch 2 online. Like, you know how Switch 1 you can play the old Nintendo console games if you pay their yearly subscription, which is a total fucking ripoff. It would be amazing if they gave us 3DS ports onto the Switch 2. I would even take the online crap where, oh, you can get the 3DS games, yada yada. I forget how his support went down since it's been a while, but there are details in his backstory that seem too dark. for Nintendo. Oh, that's too bad. We have GBA games on the Virtual Console? We do. Well, we have Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. We don't have Sacred Stones or the untranslated Binding Blade. Oh! Big rain. Yeah, I've seen renewed rumors of FE4 Remake on the Switch originally circulating lately. I don't think so. I think they pretty much have to release it on Switch 2 because why else would they have waited this long? Saizo Baruka? Their combo originally was them talking about past assassins. Oh. Next step is probably some GameCube ports and Wii. FE4 fan copium is funny and sad. I would like an FE4 remake. I am of that opinion. I think FE4 actually needs to be remade because it's a very odd game. A Thracia remake? I honestly go back and forth with Thracia remake because I find the original state of Thracia to be so charming that I'm scared that if they rebalance it and make it more like modernized, it might not feel the same as Thracia. Like, Thracia is like a punishing, cold, hard Fire Emblem experience. So, if it loses out too many of its Kaga-isms, I feel like it would not be as good for me. I agree, I think it would get watered down. The leaker was saying that there'd be a final Switch 1 Direct in February and said it'd be there. I think we're just gonna get a Switch 2 Direct and that's gonna be it. Don't give me any more Switch games, please. Like, the Switch doesn't run games well. Yeah, I think people that actually want the FE4 remake are probably not the hard FE4 fans. Maybe they're gonna have the same treatment of difficulty. Yeah, maybe they could have like an easy mode and then like an original mode. Yeah, I love the things that make Thracia its unique Fire Emblem entry. Thracia's in my top 5, real talk. I fucking love Thracia. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, man. Shinjo, you gotta play Thracia. I recommend it so hard. Do you enjoy, GBA Fire Emblem? I know, the turn wheel is a big point of, contention, I feel, Croy. Although, people could just do what you do and force no rewind runs. Yeah, I think Genealogy is gonna get remade. I really do, and I think that they've been saving it for the Switch too. My real only qualm with that is, if it is, I will need to be getting a Switch 2 basically at launch. If it's a launch title, I will be fucked, because I have to play Fire Emblem as soon as it comes out. Yeah, Migraine, you need to get that stuff on your collar. I agree. It's very stylish. The turn wheel is there for casuals. Could, but very few people will. Most people really love Rewind, and it's kind of important for the series to appeal to the mainstream. Yeah. I don't think I would want to Iron Man 3 houses. But Iron Manning Engage was peak content. I'm a massive Engage apologist, though. I think Engage is like the second best Fire Emblem. Like, I honestly fucking love Engage. If IS doesn't appeal to mainstream, it'll be in the dark era post-history, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we might try a Three Houses Iron Man at some point. I actually still have 2 routes to play in that game. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. Do you play Maddening? I don't like Three Houses Maddening. My top 3 would be Radiant Dawn. Well, I'm gonna include Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn as one game. So Tellius, we'll just say. Engage. And the third is either Thracia or Binding Blade. Yeah, Drinker, my first was Radiant Dawn. I love it. If you allow no holds barred ox grinding, then meeting the requirements for guaranteed recruitment is easy. I don't like that you can even do that in Three Houses Kuroi. Like, the grind maps are annoyingly long, and I just don't like that they exist. Also, I hate maddening in that game. But I understand that I'm talking to someone that Iron Man's Lunatic Plus. And my reasons for hating Three Houses Maddening are literally child's play to you. But yeah, ambush spawns reinforcements really piss me off. You could try to smile just a little. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Wait. Yeah. I chose Claude's House, Drinker. Most tedious and also pointless Iron Man ever. Three Houses Iron Man with grinding allowed to also... Oh, the infinite time glitch. I don't even know what the infinite time glitch is. What? Nah, Drinker. Lots of gays choose Claude. Lots. There's no telegraphing, and I feel like the devs have it that way. They just went, well, the player can just turn wheel, whatever. Yeah, that is absolutely that is my problem, Kuroi. Oh, we threw in an ambush. You have the turn wheel. Like, they tried to balance around that, and by that I mean they didn't balance it because you have the turn wheel. That's garbage. So Engage went in the right direction by being like, hey, we can spam reinforcements, but they're not ambush. Best game. Best fucking modern game. Also, every unit is viable to a degree. I just love Engage. Engage did everything right. That's crazy that you can repeat months. I didn't know about that. I defend Awakening's maps. Damn the boss scream in all caps before the reinforcements are about to arrive. But like... Here's my thing with that, Kuroi. A lot of the maps are just wide open fields, so like, it's like, hey, the reinforcements are coming. It's like, great. But we're still in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, Shadow Dragon and New Mystery especially have really nasty ambush spawns. Yep. But hey, we still managed to beat Shadow Dragon, Viewer's Choice, Iron Man. No help to Mattias. No help from Mart's sister. Kane and Harden died. Oh, I love the survival chapters on Radiant Dawn. Oh, I love all the survival chapters on Radiant Dawn. New mysteries, 12 move, 2 range wyvern ambushes are a choice of all time. Agree. Fucking sick. Ugh. Rip Hardon, I know. I actually just pulled that version of him in FEH today, like the one where he has the turban. New Misery, yeah. New Mystery is fucking nasty. Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Earth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edward? It's a nightmare I had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Crime you committed? Yes, when you shot your father. Phoenix is gay too. I know, he should really just tell us so that we can, like the funny reclassing in New Mystery, but I hate that you were basically forced into using meta characters, otherwise they're trash. Yeah, Drinker. You're probably thinking of the one where you're like Micaiah's group, defending that cliff. That map is crazy. Oh, I love Radiant Dawn. I need to play again. Oh, I just remembered that I started an FE6 off-stream run just because I felt like it, like a few weeks ago, and I haven't gone back. My Lou died, but whatever. I hate Lou. He died purely because of a user error. Yeah. In our famous Iron Man that we did on Twitch of FE6, my Lou had like 4 or 5 magic at level 20. I will never forgive him. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. To be continued. Because his magic growth is like 40% or something. Like, it's like... He just... Sometimes he doesn't flip the coin like he's supposed to. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? This is my first time playing Phoenix Wright, yeah. Most GBA growths are very volatile, yeah. That's why I like it, though. Real talk, I like... Binding Blade is my favorite GBA Fire Emblem because it feels hard to get OP. I also don't think I've ever had a good Rucker. Yeah, I love FE6 and its casts. It's just... FE6 is in my top 5 for sure. It's either 3rd or 4th. Yeah, it's like at first you're fighting them and you're like, whoa, and then once you catch your breath at a certain point and it's fine. Rucker Clarine support gives Killing Edge 100% crit. Yeah, I've seen screenshots. That's so funny. 11 defense deke. God. Now that we're talking about Fire Emblem, I'm like... A memory of crime that I committed. Memory of... Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? The maps are slog? There are some I can think of that I take a little bit. Yeah, FE6 could stand to get remade, and there are like some very simple things that could be tweaked. You know, I actually was sort of interested in playing that ROM hack Project Ember, because I heard it was good, and it actually heightened some things that were in FE6. But it's hard for me to not want to play the original when I play the games. Something about knowing that, like, fans got in there and tweaked things, like, delegitimizes everything a little bit for me. See, yeah, it's like, I'd be scared about going into Project Ember and being like, oh, this is like Sacred Stones now, or like, everyone's pretty good. It's Fate style. It would still be interesting to mess around with. I would play it once, probably. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Everyone gets buffed, making no one special. Oh, they made Sophia good? That's interesting, because Sophia, I think Sophia's like maybe the worst unit in all of Fire Emblem. No, she's not. Cause she at least can staff bot if you somehow get her to promote. Wendy, yeah, Wendy's trash. Oh, yeah. I always end up training Rolf in Radiant Dawn. Usually Path of Radiance, too. Fiona exists and somehow manages to be significantly more sus. I think the difference is if you actually get the EXP on Fiona, she's a good unit. Like, I remember being very impressed by Fiona when we did the Megan Fiona run back in 2021. Like, Fiona was outclassing Oscar and Renning. Like, I actually think Fiona's great, but she's one of the hardest ones to train. Because she's so bad. Like, and underleveled and not accessible. Yeah. Even Lear? I've actually never used Lear, but I kind of want to. Or Lyre, maybe it is. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Problem is the game sabotages Fiona so much. Terrible bases, awful availability, and then almost every map before tower where she's available, she gets a move penalty. I also heard that Fiona has the stats of a level 1 character, but they just decided she's level 9. But like she's actually programmed at level 1 bases. So it seems like maybe they screwed up. She was supposed to have higher stats. Yeah, Radiant Dawn cats are suffering. Hey, Blackbird. How's it going? We're just chilling out. I'm getting so distracted and talking with chat so much tonight. I'm sorry, guys. They nerfed furries in Radiant Dawn? Sort of. I feel like the Panthers are still really good. And the Hawks, too, right? Janef is pretty good. No, don't apologize. I'm enjoying the Fire Emblem chat, even though it's Ace Attorney. I don't care. I love talking about Fire Emblem. Yeah, see? Larry Butts is happy. Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. The Tigers get to show up with massive stats and way better gauge rate. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is the cats run out of gauge almost immediately and then they suck. Kiza? I've actually had decent Kizas, but I think he's the worst out of the Tigers. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. I forget, doesn't Kiza talk in a feminine? Maybe. I actually don't remember any of Kiza's dialogue. I think that, they also like Ranulph, though, so maybe they're, like, canon LGBT. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Kiza in JP Radiant Dawn has feminine dialogue style that didn't make sense in NA, but FEH has designated Kiza as non-binary at this point. Oh. Okay. That's hype. Is Kiza the only non-binary Fire Emblem character? I feel like Rosado in Engage was a missed opportunity. Limstella and Arval. Who's Arval? Yeah, Limstella, I could see that. Marm gets to roll up and be able to kill Begnian soldiers untransformed Falcon punches, and Mordecai is borderline invincible against tier 2s while transformed. Yeah. Oh! Arval's from Three Hopes, that's right! Yeah, Arval is not well written in that game at all. I didn't know that they were non-binary, though. Interesting. I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, I've played hundreds of hours of Three Hopes, and I think Arval is not handled well at all. Risotto's still male, just very feminine in expression. Same with Forrest. Oh, Forrest! Arval makes me sad. He could have been a gateway to more photo lore. Yeah. I won't give the game too much shit, though, because I do feel that Three Hopes gave so much insight into things in Three Houses that were weak. And more explanation, and just more everything. Like, Three Hopes did so much right that I almost don't care that Arval's, like, a complete mess. It's almost like they're like, yeah, Arval, I guess this makes Shez related to the people, those who lurk in the dark, or whatever. And also, they just really fucking want to kill Debbie, also known as Byleth. Yeah, Three Hopes is a great game. Fucking love Three Hopes. I almost have all the achievements for that one too. FYI. That'll be on my honorary platinum list on the list. You know how I have a spot for platinum games? Yeah, you, Larry. You're not into Musou? Oh, sad. But Shinjo, didn't you see? This game came out and it's so good. Armin. I see you're still here. I'm getting very distracted tonight. I don't mind action RPGs, but Musou doesn't hit it for you? I love Musou games. I've always loved Musou games. Said the guy that literally named himself after Pang Tong from Dynasty Warriors. Oh yeah, I think most action RPGs have similarities to beat-em-ups. But people don't like to make those comparisons because I feel like beat-em-up games they're almost like a shameful thing to like for some reason. For some people. And I'm always just like, nope, I fucking love them. Not me? Why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. And I'll never forget it. Tangy Streets of Rage? I played Streets of Rage when I was a kid! It was on this amazing game for the Sega Genesis called the Six Pack. And it had Sonic, Streets of Rage, some motorcycle game, Golden Axe, a Tetris game, and I don't remember what the other one I don't remember what the sixth game was that completed the six-pack, but it was amazing. How did the trial get saved? Larry popped into the stand and explained that he heard a gunshot prior to midnight. So now we know that the old guy that owned the boating shack actually killed the dude and then pretended to be him. We were sussing the boat shop guy, yeah. But now he's disappeared, so we're looking for him, and we're going on to trial day 4, which is insane. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Golden Axe, Sonic, Columns, Revenge of the Shinobi, Yes, that's the one I forgot. It was a platformer like early Castlevania type shit. Super Hang-On was the bikes game. You played Columns? Wait! Did you have the 6-pack, Carby? Or did you have Columns on a separate console? Or like separate cartridge? Yeah, I was a Sega kid too. Sega! And I have to say this for the JPH enjoyers. Strega! Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it! I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. Are you serious right now? A class trial! Yeah, so there was a Sega console called Sega Genesis, and that was my first gaming console as a kid. I played Miss Pac-Man on it, and Vector Man, and 6-Pack, and the Pac-Man World, and some Mickey Mouse, platformer adventure game. And this really bad fighting game, Street Fighter 2 I had, but there was another one. Eternal Champions, I think it was called? Yeah, Eternal Champions. My parents made me return Street Fighter 2 because it had blood. Shining Force was your first SRPG? So Carby actually wants me to play Shining Force, and I forget that I promised him I would play it. I think I need to have a Carby stream. Yeah. I remember. Sorry, Carby. Oh, it's on Switch Online? I could stream it! What was that game we played? We played one for Mars. Listen up! Sionis is here. What's up, Sionis? Happy Saturday. Pokemon Unite? No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing with my night. Starberry's here. Three Hopes didn't have any IS involvement, but I get the sentiment. Oh, it didn't? Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
Anyways. This has been a very tangential stream. But anyways, the LPT lore is Sega Genesis was the first console, and it was the console of all time. And then after that, I got a N64. Yeah. N64, PS1. And then I was a PlayStation kid after that. Aw, that's so cute, Shinjo. I only knew the DK rap from Super Smash Brothers, because I didn't play the Donkey Kong games. A class trial? You remember Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Wait, what? Huh? I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, I remember now that you mention it. I do remember that. Parents returning a game for blood is almost as bad as why I never got to play Zelda. Wait, why? But yeah, in Street Fighter 2, after you beat somebody, it shows their portrait all like bruised and sometimes bloody. And that's why. They saw Ken had like a bloody nose after I beat him in Street Fighter 2 and they were like, it's going. Dad said it was a chicks game. Wow. Why is Butts kinda... I don't disagree. I don't. My parents played stuff like Ocarina of Time, so blood was never an issue. Love the hell sad music for this part. It's weirdly off-putting. Because they're talking about the class trial. Yeah, I get it, Nano. That's too bad. It's a generation thing. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. This is hilarious. This looks a little different than Danganronpa. I didn't do it! Guilty, he did it! Guilty, it was you, thief! Give the money back, you're such a meanie, you did it! Admit you did it! You can't hide the truth, tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore. Relay race, something about the committee, 50 cents I loaned you! I guess Old Bag was here? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money, it's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. What's on his shirt? Tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Cute! It was you who stole my money, wasn't it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. I know, his little bow tie! That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's done. We don't need proof. He can say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, Butts was even a cute kid! This is always how it is, everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how it feels. Said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Well, that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it was to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? Something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney, just like my father, a famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident, right? I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad! It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop him. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Oh, they're so gay. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. Totally a thing that a straight kid would do. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It may very well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. And settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer... Okay, let's go. Alright! You know, we're gonna go to the detention center first. Yeah, Larry, you stay here. Get in your underpants, make us some dinner, and we'll see you tonight. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade. Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah. But I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you wanted me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murderer, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in an elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. We lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in the elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. Claimed Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi... Oh. Well, that's clearly who this is. Okay. Alright. Alright. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfect. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? What you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Okay. Okay, so I could have showed him this, and that was wrong. Was that case that changed my life, and tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. Let's go check some other places. Do we got body detective? She's not coming back today. There's some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Chat something like, catch him if it's the last thing I'll do, pal. Okay. How about... Wait. Why can't I go to What's-His-Face's office anymore? Oh. You can only do it from certain locations. He's out again? How does he work anyway? Now, you don't have to be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. So you said the old guy was pretty much the murderer? Yeah, but he disappeared. And that conversation we just had with Edgeworth makes me think that he's also the guy that murdered Edgeworth's father. Yeah, the one pretending not to remember. Pretty sure he's the dude that murdered Edward's father. Let's go to... or Lake, I guess. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Oh, sorry about that. Rob, pal, thanks to you, we all know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as the police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Thought I was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. Got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. It is curious that it is not here. The old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Ah, hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. See? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I must be able to offer some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? That is very suspicious. Alright, Polly, talk to us. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. It says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. No, make it say things! Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back since the trial. Fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. I think we should take the bird's evidence. Well, it actually already is in the court record, look. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. Ah! What's wrong? Oh, never mind. Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he literally takes things from basically every crime scene, so this is just par for the course. The only thing in here is a letter. Is it written in Braille? There's no signature or name on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Let's break and enter. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Your revenge on Edgeworth. Also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. So, like, why would you not burn this if somebody, like, what? This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here in detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? I don't know. What if Von Karma is involved in this? I can't really think of anybody else. Like, obviously it's not Maya. He's a defendant. Can't be Gumshoe. His father's deceased. This is literally an alien. It's not Larry. There's like a weird world where Grossberg could be involved, but like, I highly doubt it. He's dead. She's dead. Him. And then this is the person that did the murder, but was operating on someone else's instructions. So it's like, okay, that leaves Grossberg and Von Karma, unless there's a character we haven't met yet. And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing is for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Doesn't look like this kitchen is used much. So if he died in here, then shouldn't there be like blood? No? Alright, let's go to Grossberg's. Where is he? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in this shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. See. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? Don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter, right? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men being myself and Robert Hammond. Yeah, so, okay, this supports my theory that, old guy is Yanni Yogi. But who's manipulating him? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe? Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Obviously! Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe! Quiet, I said, quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said, quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Shout, let's use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from a court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it that way, the letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone, yeah, Grossberg, who knows about DL6. Alright, we're going. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... She. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well, also consider this. Yogi clearly certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, and the pistol fired. What? When he threw it? No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it, but your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. It's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. Yeah, like, what the fuck? How does a gun get its trigger pulled while it's being thrown? That doesn't make any sense. And lost and died in despair, as it were. Let's see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Okay. Alright, that checks out, sure. So we don't have anything to prevent or present to him. Oh. Court bailiff trapped in elevator with Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Interesting. Polly Jenkins. That's a name. Oh. Polly the parrot. Also, like, he would be 52, because this is 15 years later. That is a rough 52. Okay, sounds good, Dots. I'll let you know. I'm gonna just comb over the other areas. 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Think we should do Maya? We know best, Nick. Do what you do. That should work. I wonder if I need to present anything else to him or if we're done. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Wait, what? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. Radical 6? Could it be? The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait! What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before! Tell us! It's Von Karma's! It's Von Karma's! That's you! Yeah. It's Von Karma. Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to free Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. I'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. Press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. No. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. It was 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. He didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. It was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just have to believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick! Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Okay, so I think that's... They want me to go... here now. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We're pounding. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. Go in as long as he's there. Von Karma?
Pardonnez-moi.
Yes, he just arrived actually. Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. And then Edgeworth was retroactively sent to juvie jail. Shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room. Forgotten cases running away with eternity. Let's get what we need to get out of here. The dust is getting too... Looks like there are case files inside the glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. They seem to keep important case files. Cabinet is where the evidence for cases is. Some of the things were obviously murder. Some question marks. Gun. And forward. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Oh. Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I barely remember defense attorney. Prosopagnosia? Or is he just blind? Okay. It's one of the two. They're like bugs to me. Need these things to be crushed. And see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? The Edgeworths and the Defenders. Dun dun dun.
28 stab wounds.
Use the techniques the Steel Samurai taught you to defeat him. Ow, there we go. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? A grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? Quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. Okay. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court. Hey Von Karma, so, I found your Braille letter. Okay, he's definitely blind. You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yo. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it! You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter! Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick! What is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. Yeah, I'm getting Eve's Garden flashbacks. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Aya! Out of my way! Everyone got us. The letter's gone, of course. He took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! She's gonna be able to contact Mia now. Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Yeah, Von Karma definitely Phoenix Wrighted Phoenix Wright. Not even now, when we need her the most. Is this the end of a choose your own adventure? Nah, we're just vibing with the plot. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. So wait, if the bullet pierced his heart, that's like too much of a coincidence for a gun that was fired while being thrown, right? We think? I'll prove it tomorrow in court. Hey! Final day trial. Alright, I think I'm gonna save the rest of the trial for tomorrow's sesh though, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna split for now. Nah, you're good, McCray. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody for watching tonight. It was a blast. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for more Trails of Cold Steel and Ace Attorney. It should be a hoot. Don't miss it. Everybody have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.